Hey loves, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my mommy's nails. I am super excited to be showing it to you guys. I literally recorded from start to finish, and so I'm going to be showing you guys the entire process. If you guys are new here, hello. First of all, my name is Myra, and what I'm going to be doing is pushing back the cuticles to expose the new growth. Now, right before I did start this video, I did a soak off for her because we had done some gel. So my mom, I have been doing her nails ever since I first started doing nails, but she doesn't really like to get acrylics too much. She's mostly like a gel polish type of girl, just like on her natural nails and stuff. But she was going to Mexico on vacation the day after I did these nails, and I was like, no, we are gonna do acrylics. And I had gotten these almond tips, and which I absolutely love. You guys, I had never had almond tips already like pre-made, already pre-done. So when I did almond nails before, I would literally have to do square tips or coffin and then cut them and cut the sides, and it would just be like too much for me, right? It's too many steps, too long. But these are perfect. So I actually got them in short, medium, and extra long. I got 3 different ones from the same brand, and they are absolutely amazing. I recommend them. I'm not sure of the name of the brand, but they are on my Amazon storefront because I love them so much. I've used them a few times for videos, and now I use them on my mom, and she loved them as well. The ones I used on her are the short ones, and they're, you know, like I said, already pre-made, and so all I had to do was glue them down and get started, you know. And these came out so cute. So she didn't want anything too crazy or anything. She chose the color, and we went for a very like pale pink, very beautiful color from Elegance Nail Supply. So after I pushed back the cuticles using a cuticle pusher, I am now going in with my Chiarosky e-file and my pink sanding bands from my brand Crafts by 9 and my mandrel bit from Chiarosky, and going over the entire natural nail to remove any oils that your nails naturally produce. I am dusting off all of that dust that we made, and I'm going to be gluing down each tip. These nail tips were also super satisfying to put on because after I'm done gluing them, I don't know if you can see like the little flowers at the end, which have like so cute. They have the number of the size number, and I love that they're not on the actual tips, because as you may know, a lot of short nails or a lot of short nail tips have the actual number on the nail tips, so there's no way of taking it off, of cutting it off, or anything like that. But these are perfect because all you have to do is literally twist them or just, you know, like pull it off. They're super easy, they come off super easy, and I love how natural these tips make you look. They're already matte, and I can rave about them for a long time. I really truly love these. Like I said, I don't know the brand name or the company name, but they're amazing. So I had already set the nail tips aside for the sizes that my mom needed for her nails, and I glued them down with my Chiarosky nail glue, which is one of my favorites. It's really good. So the color of the acrylic is called Soft Blush. The actual dehydrator I'm using is from Crafts by 9, and the primer is my go-to primer, which is the Not Polished Triple X Bond. I mean, this is my holy grail. This combo right here is your no lifting must have. So I apply 1 coat, I guess you can say, of the nail dehydrator all over the natural nail. You don't need to add this to the nail tips. It's only on the natural nail. And then I'm going in with 2 coats of the primer. What I do is I go over the entire hand with this nail primer, and then once I do all 5 fingers, I do 2 or 3 at a time depending on where I usually start with the pinky, right? So then I add the second coat to the pinky, to the ring, and to the middle, and then I do my acrylic application, and then once I'm done with those 3 fingers, I add the second coat to the pointer and the thumb. Hope that makes sense, but I have been doing this for a really long time. I always like to do 2 coats of primer. It just makes me feel like they'll last longer, and using this primer is a must. Like, you have to find a good primer in order for your nails not to lift, and this right here is the one. Now we are going with the acrylic application. Today I'm going to be using my Dashboard Beauty acrylic brush in the number 12. I have an Amazon link down below with a code for you guys. It's Myra 10 off, and you guys can use this on Amazon, which is awesome. I have a few of their brushes and I absolutely love it. It makes just like application super easy, because even though it looks like on the thinner side or on the smaller side, it really picks up amazing beads, whether you want a small bead, medium-sized bead, or a big bead. This one really picks it up great. And I really like their brushes. I got the first one like almost a year ago, I want to say, and then I recently got another one, and they work amazing still. Like, there's no acrylic powder stuck in them, so they're really high quality, and you get, if you have Amazon Prime, you get them super fast. So we are here with the application. Now, something that my mom also likes when we do acrylic nails is she likes her nails super thin. I'm talking like she thought these were thick, so I try to do it like the thinnest I can. But you know, I like to kind of build an apex, but she just likes them super thin, so I try to do it as thin as possible. I did 1 bead or maybe 2. It was really hot in my nail room, so it did dry out faster than usual, so I went in with like a second bead if I needed to, or if I felt like it was too transparent or anything like that, then of course I went in with another. And I made sure that, you know, there was a little bit of an apex. I obviously don't want her nails to break or, you know, anything like that, but she really loved them at the end. And of course I went in with like my e-file at the end and, you know, made them thinner than what they look like here, but they're not thick. They're not like thick, right? They're fine. So now that I'm done, or I'm doing the application, and of course that is my favorite part of doing nails, so I'm going to be showing you the entire process of that, because I definitely want you guys to see how this acrylic is just super buttery and the color is just perfection. I mean, it is amazing. If you guys don't know, I am now a brand ambassador for Elegance Nail Supply, and I have used their acrylics before, but now like I have bought a lot more, and a lot of their cover powders, and they are the bomb, you guys. They're super buttery, super easy to work with. Like I said, the weather, or you know, it was really hot in my nail room, so that doesn't work in your favor at all when you're a nail tech, and you guys know what I'm talking about. But either way, this acrylic was still super buttery and easy to work with. There's no marbling, and just the color itself is just so beautiful. And my mom really loved this color. She did say she wanted a pink like this, and so it came out really nice. Now, she initially says she always lets me do what I want, whether it's with the gel polish or with the acrylics when I do them on her. But like, I didn't really know what I wanted to do either. But Melody Susie sent over their 𝘈𝘬𝘀 gel polish kit, like a limited edition one, a few weeks ago, and they have like the cutest stickers included, and they're kind of like a pearl. It makes it look like a pearl vibe, super beautiful. And so I was like, this will look perfect, because it's nothing too much and it's nothing that it's like, you know, hard to do. So after I was done with this acrylic application and everything, I did apply those stickers on each one of my mom's nails, and they were a different one on each. And let me tell you guys, it really finished the set so beautiful, and my mom was really happy with it, because I told her she couldn't see it until the end, and so I did like a little reveal on her, and she really loved it. She really liked it. So now I'm right here doing the application on the thumb. I felt like there wasn't enough acrylic towards the cuticle area, and I went back in with like a really small bead. Like I mentioned, this brush is really great when it comes to doing that. You can pick up small beads, you can pick up medium beads, or you can pick up big beads. Completely up to you. Just practice your liquid to powder ratio. And I just love the shape of these, you guys. I really love the shape of these. Next time I do my own nails and I keep them, I'm definitely doing some almond ones, but I'll probably be using the longer ones. If you guys know me, you guys know I love my long nails. So right here, I felt like there wasn't enough acrylic on the edge. It was definitely like too naked. There was a lot of like a bald spot on the side. Oh, baby boy is waking up from his nap. That was so cute, J-Mar. Whenever he wakes up and he's awake for like a minute or so, he makes that little sound to make it known that he's awake, and I think it's so adorable. And even though they are the same exact steps for both hands, I of course wanted to include the other hand as well, since I don't really get the chance to do two hands at a time, only if I'm doing my own nails, because I do not take clients. I want to say the last client I took was over 3 years ago. And so my mom's nails or family members are the only nails that I do besides myself or my boyfriend's for content purposes. But yeah, now we are going in with the filing. Now this file I just received and it is so beautiful. I really love not only the shape, because rectangle files are my favorite, but the color as well. It's a very beautiful pink. These are from Nail Story, and they recently sent over 10 of their acrylic powders, which are amazing. If you haven't seen my Instagram reel swatching them, make sure to do so. But they also included their files and they work amazing. They're super easy to like hold, and I really liked using it. I'm sure this will be my go-to nail file. And so we are just really lightly going over, I mean, not like lightly, but really fast. I want to say don't take too long with the filing, because like I said, this nail tip really makes it easy that you don't have to file forever trying to shape. So that shape is already there. Just if there's any like acrylic that is not like where you want it and you just want to file the sides, and of course round out the almond shape and things like that, but it should be pretty fast. And so that's why it doesn't really take too long. My whole video is at its normal speed, so you guys kind of get the idea of how long it takes me for a finger, or like how I'm doing it. I always make sure to look at the sides of each nail, move the finger around, so that way it has a nice shape and that you're not missing any like little corners or anything on the nail, because the acrylic does tend to like hide sometimes. It might be like on like the side or underneath at the bottom. Now my mom really likes it, like it's a must when I do her nails that I clean the underside of the nails, because yes, sometimes acrylic does go underneath there, because as you're working with it, sometimes you miss it, sometimes it just goes underneath, and it's very easy and simple to do it. All you have to do is grab your e-file and put it at the reverse setting, and just flip their hand over and go underneath the nail. And it's very satisfying to do because it really cleans out everything, and it's very fast as well. You just put it at the lowest speed or at about 4,000 or 5,000 RPMs, and just clean the underside. And yeah, like I said, this is a must for my mom, because when I'm not able to do her nails and she goes to the nail salons, they tend to leave so much acrylic underneath, and so when I come over, I have to clean it with like my e-file, or when she comes over, I have to do it with my e-file, because they just leave it underneath, which I don't understand why. You guys should always be checking the bottom of your client's fingers to make sure, because I know in the beginning when I first started doing nails, I was very shy to like turn their hand over, because I was like, if they see acrylic underneath, they might like get mad or something. But no, you guys, it's a lot better for them to see that you actually take notice in these small little details, that maybe once they get home, they're like, oh my gosh, she didn't even check it, you know? So it's very fast and just simple to do so. It doesn't happen all the time. You're not always gonna have acrylic underneath, but it does happen. So just check for a few seconds and make sure that there's nothing under there. And now after I go in with my e-file, after I use my hand file, I'm going in with my 𝘊𝘰𝘤𝘪𝘢𝘭 file with the same pink sanding band that I was using in the beginning of my video. But now we are turning it up a little bit higher RPMs. It is about 5,000 RPMs, and we are going over the entire nail to smooth it out and to seal the cuticle area. I do sometimes try to use different bits and stuff, so that way I kind of get used to them, since I was so used to using my pink sanding bands always, the fine and medium. But I just can't get, like, I don't know, I can't seem to get used to it. And so my go-to is always my pink sanding bands. It really gets into your cuticle area to seal. This prevents lifting, of course, and going over the entire nail just to smooth it out. I really love the way a sanding band leaves the nail feeling before you go in with the top coat. And so that is why I kind of always tend to gravitate towards my pink sanding bands, even though I have like 30 other bits. I do use them occasionally, but this is like my go-to, you know, like this is my preference and kind of what I'm accustomed to, and so I just keep using it. And I just go around the nail as well, kind of give it a little bit of shape if I need to. And as you can see right here, what I'm doing, I'm just really sealing that cuticle area. If your application is, you know, done neatly and correctly, then it will be very fast to seal that area. And make sure not to stay in a spot for too long, because of course it can burn your client and you do not want that. So you don't want to cause a ring of fire. And I always make sure to keep that sanding band on the go, like keep going around and around on that nail. Don't leave it on the nail for longer than like 2 seconds, literally, because it, depending on the speed that you're on, it really can burn, and very, very fast. And you definitely don't want your client just to like jolt it back because of how hot it gets, because it causes that ring of fire. Trust me, it happens all the time. But just be very, very careful. It's not like the end of the world or anything, but like I said, putting it at a lower speed, not too fast, but also just being very careful around that area. The thumb, like, I love the way it looks. I love that almond shape that we decided to go for today, and I was just very satisfied with the results. So now that we are done with that step, we are going in with a buffing block. I haven't used them in a while since I don't take clients, but I think that's what it's called, a buffing file, buffing block, but I don't know. But they are from 𝘊𝘰𝘪𝘢𝘭. They're pink and they're cute, and I really love them. And I use this because at the end of every nail set, I like to go over it, all of the nails, to smooth it out even more. I mean, this creates like the perfect smooth finish, which makes it very easy to then go in with your top coat or your gel polish or whatever it is that you're going to be using next, which in my case, I am going to be using, I'm going to be applying the stickers that I was mentioning in the beginning of the video, and my 𝘊𝘰𝘪𝘢𝘭 acrylic top coat. Like I said, this nail set came out super adorable. It was very easy to do. All of the products that I'm using will be linked down below in my description box, along with all of my discount codes or direct links that I may have for you guys to save money on, and of course help me out as well by supporting me. This nail set came out super cute, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay until the end to see the final result. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe if you haven't already done so. Let me know what video you guys would like to see me do next. And thank you guys so much for watching. Bye, guys.